Hello there. This video was brought to you by Monisalas University. In today's class, we'll be looking at one important candlestick pattern called piercing line. Today, we'll be looking at piercing line as a reliable trading strategy, but not just as a candlestick pattern. But before we proceed, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then please encourage me, at least for the time I spent in making this video, by clicking the subscribe button below this video. It is free and it does not cost any money clicking the subscribe button, so that whenever I release any new video, you will always be the first to see. Also, follow me on Facebook for more content. So let's proceed. The piercing line candlestick pattern is a bullish reversal candlestick pattern that is formed after a downward move, which is interpreted to be the end of a downtrend. The pattern is formed by two different candlesticks of opposite color, the bullish candle and the bearish candle. This is a clear picture of the piercing line candlestick pattern. This pattern is always formed after a strong bearish move. The market sold up to this level, and the next day, a different bullish candle opened far below the close of the previous bearish candle, and it closes at the body. These two candles make up the piercing line pattern. This is a signal that this sell is losing momentum. It's a signal that this sell may not continue. It's a signal that sellers are losing steam, which calls for bullish reversal. So let's go to the chart and look for examples. Okay, the chart that we are in is Eurocard daily time frame. The market started selling from this point and it sold up to this point. The last sell candle that was spotted is this candle. After this candle finished forming, the next day a different bullish candle opened far below the close of the previous sell candle, and then it closed at the body. This is a perfect example of piercing line and a signal that sellers are losing momentum. Remember that for the fact that you spot a piercing line, it does not mean that you should just click a buy. It is a signal telling you what will happen next. One thing that you must also consider is the fact that this pattern must not be spotted in a ranging market. It should be spotted after a strong bearish move, because it signals the end of the trend. It signals a reversal. So when this thing is spotted, another thing that we need to do, we need an entry filter. Look at the time frame that we are spotting this. This pattern was spotted in the daily time frame. You can trade piercing line in any time frame. You can spot it in any of the time frame. The higher the time frame that you spot any pattern, the stronger the signal. After spotting this, remember, it's a signal, so we need entry filter. Our entry filter will be horizontal line. These two candles make up the piercing line. So I will do my analysis from the high of the bullish candle that completed the piercing line. I will pick a line and drop at the high of this bullish candle. After that, I will go to the smaller time frame. I wait for any candle that will break and close above this line. And if that happens, what I will do, I will just go and buy the market and I will make money. After buying the market will make this number of pips, 236 pips, and that is pretty cool. Another example again that we need to look at it again is Chef JPY. In Chef JPY, we have a lot of piercing line pattern. The Chef JPY is an uptrend. It has been an uptrend for a long time. Now the market bought up to this point and it started pulling back. When it pulled back to this level, we spotted a piercing line. So piercing line is also a pattern that you can use to identify the end of a pullback. Once you notice this piercing line, is a signal that this pullback is not going to continue, that this may likely mark the end of the pullback. And what happened? After this piercing line was spotted, the next thing that happened, the market started buying. Another piercing line again that happened again was here. After a pullback, a piercing line was spotted, and that piercing line, it marked the end of the pullback. So piercing line is another pattern that you can use to identify the end of a pullback, and that is what happened in Chef JPY. Now let's go further to look more examples. Let's look at USD Chef weekly time frame. Now in the weekly time frame, the USD Chef gave us piercing line. For the piercing line to be valid, it should open below the close of the previous sell candle, and then it should close at the middle, 50% or more than 50% of the bearish candle. And if we spot this, the confirmation that we have here is RSI oversold. The next thing we need to do is to look for entry filter. Our entry filter will be a line. I extended this line down because I want to use this line as a filter. For the fact that you spotted a piercing line, that does not give you 100% guarantee that this market will buy. No, that is why you need to take a trade with entry filter. So when I draw the trend line, what am I supposed to do? I go to a smaller time frame of my choice and wait for any candle that can break and close above this trend line. At the break and close above this trend line, I can take entry. You can also use horizontal line to take this analysis if you don't want to use trend line. If I put horizontal line at the high of this candle that make up the piercing line, then I will go to smaller time frame and wait for any candle that will break and close above it. I will take a buy. Another example again that we need to look at is GBP AUD. This is GBP AUD daily time frame. This market sold to this point, and the next day a bullish candle opened far below the close of the bearish candle and closes at the body. This is the midpoint, like up to 50%. So this is a piercing line pattern. And what are we going to do? We need to look for our entry by using a trend line. I connected 1, 2, and 3, the lower highs, and then go to the smaller time frame and wait for my entry. And that is it. This strategy is highly reliable. If you follow this strategy, your trading history will change. These are the things that we teach in our academy, and our students are doing pretty well. Thank you for being with us to this very end. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook for more content. Also comment below the description of this video. Like and share for others to see. If you are interested in crypto farming, then join our Telegram group where we share links or potential airdrops that can fetch you hundreds and thousands of dollars. All the links are below the description of this video. Thank you. See you in the next class.